Alright, let's get it, y'all. This lady right here about to break it down to you about the sky being blue, about the beast lying to me and you, and we trapped in the Scooby Dooby Doo. Where are you? Let's get it poppin', player.
And then wouldn't it reflect other things too? When we see like some green and
don't forget to hit the like
and some gray from the buildings.
Share, subscribe.
What are the stars? Reflections of the city lights, the street lights.
Donate if you're generous.
The Bible and the book of Enoch both will tell you that the sky is blue, not because it reflects the ocean, but because...
Now, speaking of the book of Enoch, I'm glad she mentioned it because, I gotta go back because they got plenty of documentaries. Comment down. Matter of fact, you know what? I might even make that another video. I'm gonna record some information from the book of Enoch and post it on this channel. So stay tuned for that.
Tell you that the sky is blue, not because it reflects the ocean, but because he separated the waters above from the waters below. So then why aren't we drowning? Because there is a protective layer. Some call the ether, some call the ionosphere. We call it the firmament. The firmament is the shield that holds the water above us, and the earth and its core is the surface that holds the...
So in other words, think of matter of fact, I could use this. Think of this right here. This is what she's talking about. Describes this. This is like a dome shape, and this layer is the firmament, and we are inside. We are inside the firmament. That's what this is. And there's water. We're basically submerged in water. Technically, we are sea creatures. That's right. We're sea creatures. That's why your body is 80% water. You know what I mean? We're water beings. We're underwater. We're in the firmament. And there's scriptures to verify that, even for you Christians. That's in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, those Christians, man, they don't read the book. I'm going to take it back just a little bit for the slow ones in the back. Let me take it back real quick.
But because he separated the waters above from the waters below. So then why aren't we drowning? Because there is a protective layer. Some call the ether, some call the ionosphere. We call it the firmament. The firmament is the shield that holds the water above us, and the earth and its core is the surface that holds the water below us, beneath us. And it's the same reason that we know how it rained the first time ever in history, when there were no such things as rainfall. The Bible says that the floodgates of heaven opened up, as did the ground below.
You hear that? Quote them scriptures, baby. Make it make sense.
It said that fountains from the great deep burst forth, producing water to flood the earth. Just here to tell you, don't always take to heart everything you learn in science class. Go to God's word.
Makes sense, wouldn't it? Right? If the waters came from under.
It's funny too how she back there, how she having that intelligent conversation. Meanwhile, people in the background just laughing and giggling and enjoying their life.
Need to flood everything because sometimes I'm like, man, if the glaciers melted, I don't think that would flood anything, right? I just think the water would eventually find its level again, right? We just wouldn't have glaciers out there. Maybe have some land or something like that. But like the actual mud floods, I think that they came from underneath, and that's how it caused the mud flood, right? If the water's coming from underneath, it's just dismantling the earth or the dirt, right? And things just start to sink, or you have like the Leaning Tower of Pisa that just starts to lean a little bit because the ground started to get a little bit muddy. So there's a lot of stuff that's in the Bible that kind of makes sense, right? You kind of got to decode things in a certain way, especially if these things were written thousands of years ago or hundreds of years ago or whenever it was written.
If you're not decoding the Bible, please shut up.
something written 60 years ago, you're going to have to decode that because the language is just a little bit different. The terms that they use and the way that they use them. So you got to also think the same way for the Bible. You have to decode this thing. But yeah, these are some of them.
You have to. People, and you need multiple books to do it. How you going to decode the Bible with just the Bible? You got to be reading everything, player. All right, switch.
Car stand by. 50 officer, police by already. Shots fired. 3700 North 15 to 50 officer, police by radio. Shots fired. Car stand by. 50 officer, police by radio. Shots fired. Car stand by. Car stand by. 3700 North 15th Street. Shots fired at police. 15 North 15th Street. Give me what you got. Multiple. Car stand by. Car stand by. 50 officer, police by radio. Shots fired. 3700 North 15th Street. 39th District, 3700 North 15th. Not regulation 101 is priority. Shots fired at police is not the problem. Inside the property. 15 North 15th Street. And you reach the police, sir. 3700. Police, enter all the trucks. We got a possible barricade. Car shoes, caution, please, no response. Right now. Stand by. Car stand by. Second assist. 3750 North 15. Shots fired. Shots fired.
Yo, could you imagine that shit all day? Hearing that, you know what I'm saying? Could you imagine being a dispatcher and all day? Shout out to the dispatchers, bro. I could just imagine what they go through. Shots fired all day. I seen that. I just recently seen that movie with Halle Berry, and she played a dispatcher. And what was it? The woman had got abducted or something. You know what I'm saying? It was what was that the name of that movie? It was a little while ago. I only seen it one time. But she played the dispatcher. You know what I mean? They had kidnapped the lady, and then she ended up saving the lady and everything at the end.
Inside. Couldn't win a woman. Can't still ring up. Give me SWAT ASAP. Long gun ASAP.
They said, give me SWAT ASAP.
Shout out for everybody that's been rocking with the content. If you're new to the channel, sub. If you're a returning viewer, bro, you're doing the sub, sub. I'm trying to tell y'all, man, I'm gonna carry it for y'all. We heard people joking around previous years, especially after the movie The Purge had dropped. And people had always, tried to compare situations to pretty much saying it's a purge. I mean, during around 2019 when the whole world shut down. But today in Philly and across the whole PA, we are really witnessing the purge right now. I need y'all to really hit this like button to help the algorithm and drop a comment, bro. We need this video to float. I need everybody to pay attention and watch this video to the end. I need y'all to peep the blitz. I'm going to keep it always stacked. But before that, y'all know how I carry it. I got to drop the receipts.
Following breaking news on CBS News Philadelphia, right now the state of Pennsylvania experiencing a statewide intermittent 911 outage. And the advice from the officials, if you cannot get through to 911, you should call your local non-emergency phone number. And we have those numbers for you on your screen right now. You might have another non-emergency number if it's a local police department, but we have county numbers on the screen right now because the state of Pennsylvania is experiencing a statewide 911 outage. We told you earlier that this is developing news. We are getting information by the second, and within the last 5 minutes.
And see, look, this is what they're gonna. I'm trying to tell you. I don't like saying it, but martial law is right around the corner, dog. They already telling you right here that they having a hard time, even receiving. I mean, they got high volume of calls coming in from just emergencies, suspect dead, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, still you got the TIs, y'all know, us targeting individuals. We in a different simulation. We in the gang stalking simulation. See, this simulation right here, this is thug life simulation. That's what this is. We in the gang stalking simulation. We got a bunch of gang stalkers following us wherever we go. Know what I mean? But these other folk caught up in thug life, they out here just shooting and killing and carrying, fighting and acting like a damn fool.
We have county numbers on the screen right now because the state of Pennsylvania is.
But they don't use the gang stalkers for these people. They use the gang stalkers for God's chosen people. That's what it looks to me.
Experiencing a statewide 911 outage. We told you earlier that this is
911 outage.
developing news. We are getting information by the
Yeah,
second, and
it's a
within the last
911
5
outage.
minutes, we are told that counties are actually calling individual residents. So if your phone rings, you don't know the number, pick it up. Today's a day where our advice is pick up the phone. So in Montgomery County, we had a Montgomery County resident pick up the phone. It was a recorded message giving them more information. If you need police or fire, call this number. Also follow the local social media outlets for your local emergency staff. Delco, again, this is why this is important. In Delaware County, a number came through to a resident and the phone flagged it as spam. So we just want to spread this information so that you understand now is the time to locate your non-emergency number, answer your cell phone if it does ring. The state of Pennsylvania experiencing an intermittent 911 outage.
And also we want to let people know that if you did in fact call 911 and you were not able to get through, in some cases, operators are actually calling you back.
Yes.
So that's something to be aware of as well.
That's right. So they said it's an intermittent outage, so it might go through. If it doesn't, they are trying to keep that list, and then they're told that the system does track it, and they will call back individuals.
Also want to let people know that the numbers that you saw there on the screen will be at the bottom of your screen right there on the ticker. So for the next hour or so, probably more than that. So the numbers are there for your convenience and your safety. Liz, thank you so
We'll
much.
keep digging on this information, Don.
All right, we'll see you later in the show, I'm sure, with new information.
You can see by the looks on their faces that something ain't morally right. You see the brother over there, he trying to, put on a fake smile and all that. It's written all over the lady face, man. But bro,
Of course they know it ain't something. They puppets, they plants, they getting paid. They getting paid big money for the atrocity that's going on in the streets. Somebody always profit off of somebody else's pain, somebody else's death. These news reporters, the police officers, the judges, the lawyers, etc., politicians, the whole system profits off of crime. They want you to go out here and act a fool. They banking on it. If you don't do it, Wall Street will plummet right now. You understand? Trust me, they're banking on you to act a fool. Trust me, I'm going to say it again. They are banking on it for you to act a fool. You know what I mean? And you TIs know. That's why they harass you every day, so you can go out there and bust a bot upside the head and make the news.
you know what I'm saying? Don't be a sellout, good brother, with that suit on and all that. But let's just get into further details. I gotta ask y'all one question. Do y'all remember this?
These are on the picket line.
Well, Philadelphia is feeling the consequences of the District Council 33 strike right now. It is impacting the streets, the water and sanitation departments, police dispatch, and airport operations as well. And now the city is seeking an order from a judge requiring the dispatchers return to work. This comes after the city filed a complaint saying the strike is posing unacceptable threats to public safety.
Investigative reporter Liz Crawford joins us now. She's been following these developments all day. Liz?
Well, good evening. Around 2 o'clock today, a judge issued a preliminary injunction, and now city attorneys are seeking a return-to-work order from that judge. The complaint filed by the city Tuesday morning said there is no substitute to the 911 emergency system. And shortly after midnight Tuesday, dispatchers walked off the job in the middle of their shift. According to the complaint, the city does not have the staff to operate the call center.
I mean, come on now. Can you blame them? Can you blame them? Just put yourself in the dispatcher's shoes. just make believe that you're a dispatcher. and you hearing 24/7 shots fired, shots fired, shots fired. Somebody been kidnapped, blah, 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 blah. That would drive a person insane. You know what kind of nightmares a dispatcher got to be having? all you gotta absorb in all this negative energy all day, and then go home and eat dinner and have sex with your wife, or wife have sex with her husband, and play with your kids and act like ain't nothing happened. You a dispatcher. You got access to all the crime that is going on in your damn city. How can you sleep at night? You really can't sleep at night. Nightmare on M Street. That's nightmare on Gang Stalking Street. Player. How the hell can you just, act like you just gonna go home? You gonna do 8 to 12 hour shifts and then go home and act like everything's all good? Hey baby, I miss y'all. How you doing? You see how they mess our minds up? To the point where, this type of stuff right here becomes a norm. I'm supposed to give you my time and then go home and act like none of this is happening. You know damn well your person gonna bring this home. Man, after being on the job, you like, I can't believe 1,000 people got shot today. Like, you know what I'm saying? How was your day at work, honey? Oh man, they kidnapped this and this, such and such house is on fire and shots fired. Like, come on, man. And then they talk about the dispatchers got them walked out. You can't blame them. You know what's gonna be? You know what they're gonna do now? Robots is gonna be the dispatchers. Y'all gonna be talking to a machine when you know what I'm saying, when shots fired.
The city Tuesday morning.
They gonna have robots in shots fired.
Turn to work order from that
Bot guy down.
judge. The complaint filed.
Bot guys are located on Gang Stalking Street. The bot guy is located on Gang Stalking Street.
By the city Tuesday.
The bot guy is dressed in all red. He's lying down in a puddle of red on Gang Stalking Street.
Morning said there is no substitute to the 911 emergency system. And shortly after midnight Tuesday, dispatchers walked off the job in the middle of their shift. According to the complaint, the city does not have the staff to operate the call center without the trained dispatchers to avoid threats to public health, safety, or welfare.
These are our frontline workers. These are the people who are answering the phone when people are having the worst moments of their entire lives. They are underpaid. They are overworked.
Philadelphia Councilwoman Jamie Gauthier has been a longtime supporter of better pay for dispatchers. This is video from an event last year announcing improvements to Philadelphia's 911 system. Since the workers went on strike at midnight, the city has had police officers fill those dispatcher positions.
Obviously, it's not a replacement for the people who are skilled at this job, the people who have been trained to do this job, and the people who frankly deserve to be paid well to do this.
So there you have it, y'all. This is the best time to go out there and pop somebody. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to condone you to do it, no. But what I'm saying is, if the dispatchers ran off the job, and now they got officers as dispatchers, and they're not even trained to do it, they don't even know what they're doing. So, it's a lot of calls that's coming through that's not getting answered. Therefore, there's a lot of people out there dying. There's a lot of people in trouble right now because they can't get through to 911. Flavor Flav told us a long time ago that 911 was a damn joke, but you ain't believe it. Can I get a no there?
The city's complaint said police officers need to focus on their primary jobs and cited the Nicetown house explosion just 2 days ago as an example of a crisis situation that would especially strain the 911 call center. The 911 call center.
Liz, how does one become a 911 dispatcher?
Well, they have to pass an exam, they have several interviews, and then if they are hired, they have 6 to 8 weeks of classroom training and then 4 weeks of on-the-job training. And I do just want to let you know, I just got word from a court spokesperson that order was just filed by the judge directing more than 200 dispatchers back to work. So we were kind of waiting for this. That's what the city was seeking, and just now that order was filed.
Well, before that, did you have any idea on the wait time for someone?
A lot of people wanted to know about response time. Now, the city's goal always is to answer 90% of calls within 10 seconds there's no word on whether or not they met that goal today. I will tell you one last added perspective here. Philly dispatchers answer about 9,000 911 calls every day.
Wow, wow. Okay, Liz, thanks so much. We appreciate it.
Ain't that insane? 9,000.
Today. I will tell you one last added perspective here. Philly dispatchers answer about 9,000 911 calls every day.
Wow, wow. Okay, Liz, thanks so much. We appreciate you as always.
This is insanity, y'all. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. It's like over the 20-minute mark. If you want to hear more about this, there'll be more to come. Comment down below. We out.